Okay, so once again, I'm Kirsten. I don't know. I gotta think of a name for my blog, my video blog. Y'all should give me some suggestions about that. But anyways, clearly, if y'all follow me on Facebook, y'all see I just took y'all on a little mini tour of this big hospital. And I kind of got some feedback on, like what I should talk about or what I should say, and don't necessarily always have to be about my cystic fibrosis. But that's what I'm going to lead off with, of course. Like as of right now, I was saying that I got disconnected from my PIC so I could walk through the hospital. PIC being PIC line. I'll show y'all. Can't really see much. You can just see the wires. But the PIC line is like an IV, but it lasts longer. Because I've had this in for over a month now. But they cut your arm open basically. Stick this big purple wire. So this wire is going in my arm, up my arm, and like stops here and it drops down into my chest and it is leaking medicine into my lungs basically. Um, so like I said, I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. I was like 3 or 4 months old. My mom had to take me back and forth to the hospital the first couple months. They didn't know what was wrong with me. And Dr. Davidson, my Illinois people, y'all know who Dr. D is. Anyways, if y'all know me, y'all know Dr. D, I should say. But anyways, he did a sweat test on me, and that's how they found that that's how I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. And like I said, I've been living with this for 26 years. With the life expectancy of not even making it to see 18 or 21, and I did, so I'm blessed to say the least. Um, I want to talk about like how CF can affect not only the person with cystic fibrosis, but their family and friends. How it affects people, around me. I don't know about other people because I'm not there and I'm not them. So, but as for me and my friends and my family, it definitely affects you a lot. Of course, it affects me, more than it affects my friends and family, but it affects everybody. Like I said, it's not easy to deal with cystic fibrosis. And growing up, I did not want anybody to know that I had cystic fibrosis. Like I used to hide it. Like I didn't want anybody to know. It was just sorry, y'all. It was just something that as as a kid, kids are mean. So it was something like I felt like I had cooties or something. So you telling people that you got cystic fibrosis, they're ew. I don't want to play with her, or I can catch it from her. So I didn't start opening up to a lot of people until like I was a teenager. I mean, some people knew before I was a teenager, obviously, but I didn't start opening up about my CF, and I can't even say start opening up because I still barely open up about my CF, and I'm grown. But it's not easy because the world we live in today, people judge you so much off of any and everything. So it's not easy to open up at all. Especially for somebody like me who doesn't like opening up to people. It's like that's just not me. I just don't open up to people. It's hard. It's not easy. So me doing this video is even something that's way out of my like horizon. Like this is way out of the box for me because I don't do this. But I just thought it was a good idea, And like I said before, CF is not common in. I keep saying CF, cystic fibrosis. It's not common in African Americans at all. It's really not common in African Americans. It's mostly common in Caucasians. To be honest, I'm 25 and I still don't know how I ended up with cystic fibrosis. That's just something that I don't know. And honestly, at this point, I don't think I care to know because I have it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really care to know how I got it, why I got it. I got it, and I'm here. So I can't complain because I'm here. Um, I've only met two other people with cystic fibrosis in my life. Um, one being an African American male and one being a Caucasian female. And those of you that know me and know those of you that are from Rantoul, you know Courtney Leonard was somebody who was very, very important in my life, like, because she helped me so much with my CF, like, because she has cystic fibrosis. So it was easy to talk to her about anything and open up about my CF. Like, I can honestly say that she helped me, like, open up more about it. Like, she's always so upbeat about it. So, and I would be so down and depressed about it. She's like, you can't be sad about it all the time, you know. So I say that you know, Courtney, she definitely made it easier to deal with. She made it easier to deal with. And she passed away Christmas of 2010. I'll never forget that day, ever, 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 ever. Ever since then, like, I closed up after that for a while. Like, I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to think about it because it was scary to lose somebody that close to you that suffers from the same illness as you. And it opens your eyes and it scares the hell out of you. But I just thank God that I'm here. I haven't had to go through half as much as she did, you know. I do go through things, but sometimes I don't even post about it. I don't say anything about it. Cystic fibrosis is not something that just goes away. There's no cure for it. We just live with it. We deal with it. We take our medication. And that's it. That's all you can do. And it's hard, like I said, and it affects everybody in the situation. My close friends and family, like, when I say I hate being in the hospital, they hate seeing me in the hospital. Like, when I get down and sad about it, they get down and sad about it, you know. I can't count how many times that my friends have woke up in the middle of the night, or friends and family have had to wake up in the middle of the night to rush me to the emergency room 2, 3 in the morning, just for them to send me back home a few hours later. Cystic fibrosis is something that you can be happy-go-lucky, and 5 minutes later, like that, you sick, and you in so much pain to the point where you just you just don't know what to do. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? So it's not something excuse me, it's not something that just goes away, like I said. And, you know, I used to get so much, like, negativity from people, like, you just got out the hospital and you outside and you out doing this, you out doing that. What y'all don't understand is being cooped up in a hospital room, when you get out of that hospital, the first thing you're going to want to do is just sit outside. Just go where you want to go, because you know that if you don't have fun and enjoy your time right then and there, you can be sick in the next week and be back in the hospital for another 2, 3 weeks. So, you know, for people that used to say stuff to me, I mean, I ignore it because I don't care what nobody thinks. But at the same time, it bothers me. Like, don't comment on my life if you don't know what I go through or know what I deal with, you know. Don't talk about my situation when your situation is not good, you know. So it's just like people talk about what they don't know. And I guess that was another point of me making these videos, because so many people have so much stuff to say, but it's like they're afraid to ask.